मित्रों, आपण आज वेगळा कन्सेप्ट पाहणार आहोत. टुडे वी विल लर्न द न्यू कन्सेप्ट नॉमिनल and effective interest. Right? What is called nominal? In transactions involving compound interest, the stated annual rate of interest is called nominal rate of interest. This is simple. Thus, if an investment is made at at 6% converted semi-annually, the nominal rate of interest on this investment is 6%, right? Now, effective rate of interest means what? Suppose I invest rupees 100 for a year at the rate of 6% per annum, compounded semi-annually. Effective interest rate for a year will be more than 6% per annum, since interest is being compounded more than once in a year, right? So therefore, and effective interest rate is denoted by RE, right? RE means RE, rate of interest, effective rate of interest. E is suffix, RE equal to, and this can be calculated by using this formula 100 into IE. IE is the effective interest and RE is the effective rate of interest. So, right. Now, formula for this is 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1. Again, I is what? Where IE equal to 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1. Again, what is I? I is your rate of interest in decimal, right? I is rate of interest in decimal, right? So this is your formula to find the effective rate of interest, right? Now again, what is n? N is the number of conversions in a year. So this is the different from previous one, and R is the nominal rate. Now, we can solve, or we will solve some example, then it will better understand for you, right? आपण काही एक्झाम्पल घेऊ म्हणजे तुमच्या लक्षात येतील. Now suppose first example, right? Find the effective rate equivalent to nominal rate. Find the effective rate equivalent to nominal rate What is that rate? Suppose 6%. Right? Converted quarterly. Converted quarterly. Now solution. First write down the given values. Right? We have given R is equal to 6%. Right? N is what? N is, so before going to N, first we can calculate I. I is what? I is R upon K into 100. R is 6. Right. Now K is what? K is 4 because converted quarterly, and in a year how many quarters? 4. Right. So that's why K is equal to 4 into 100. Then 6 upon 4 into 100 is nothing but the 0.015. Right, this is your I. Now, student, what is N? N is what? Four. Right, in a year, how many quarters? 4. So that's why N is 4. Now, what we have to calculate? Effective rate of interest, that is RE. Therefore, we have RE equal to 100 into IE. Now, IE equal to 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1. Right? This is your IE, effective interest. So effective interest is equal to 1 plus I is what? I is your 0.015 raised to power 4 minus 1. Then 1 plus 0.015 raised to power 4, that is 1.015 raised to power 4 minus 1. Again, by using the calculator, this value is multiplied 4 times, or simply by using the calculator we can find 1.06, right, 136 minus 1. Again, this is nothing but the 0.06136. This is your IE, right? We have to calculate RE. Therefore, from 1, RE equal to effective rate of interest equal to 100 into 0.06136. Right? This is nothing but the 6.136%. Right? This is your effective rate of interest. Right? Now, come to the second problem. I will slide change. मी डिलीट करत नाही, फक्त थोडा बदल करेन, म्हणजे परत लिहिण्याची आवश्यकता नसतील. Find the effective rate or equivalent to nominal rate. This is slight change, that is 8% per annum, converted semi-annually. Converted semi-annually. Now R is 8, I is equal to same formula R upon K into 100. Here K is semi-annually, means in a year how many K? 2. So 8 upon 2 into 100 is equal to 0.04, right? Then n equal to what? N is equal to 2. So 2. Again R is what? Right. Then R equal to this one. I equal to formula. Right. Then IE effective interest equal to 1 plus I is what? 0.04 raised to power 2 minus 1. 1 plus 0.04 is nothing but the 1.04 raised to power 2 minus 1. Again this is nothing but the 1.04 is multiplied by 2 times. Multiplied 2 times. Therefore 1.0816 minus 1. 1.0816 minus 1 is nothing but the 0.0816. This is your I. Therefore from 1 R equal to 100 into 0.0816 equal to 8.16%. Right. This is your second problem. Now, so first and second problems are near about same except their values. Right. Now, come to the third problem. Which is better investment? Which is better investment? Which is better investment? 4% per year, 4% per year, compounded monthly, or 4.2% per year, 4.2% per year simple interest. Right, student? So these are the two things or two values you are given. You have to compare these two values, right? So that is which is more or which is more better investment, right? Solution. We have given R is equal to 4%, right? And N is what? N is 12 because your interest is calculated monthly. That's why, right? N is 100. K is also 100. K is 12, N is 12. Right. Now, I R upon K into 100. So R is what? 4 upon K is 12 into 100. Right. 4 upon 12, right, into 100 is equal to 0.0033. This is your I. Now we have to calculate RE, right? RE. We have RE equal to 100 into IE, right? Now IE equal to, right, 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1. Right. 1 plus I is what? 0.0033 raised to power n is what? 12 minus 1. So if we take the addition of these two values, 1.0033 raised to power 12 minus 1. Again this value, म्हणजे ही व्हॅल्यू आपण 12 वेळेस गुणाकार जर केला तर आपल्याला काय मिळते? 1.04, राईट, 1.0403 minus 1. याचं आपण जर सबस्ट्रॅक्शन घेतलं तर काय मिळेल? 0.0403. हे काय कशाची व्हॅल्यू झाली? IE. Therefore from 1 RE equal to 100 into 0.0403, that is 4.03%. Right. This is your RE. Now effective rate of interest आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे? कंपॅरिझन करायचं आहे. हे कंपाऊंडेड दिलेलं आहे आणि हे नॉमिनल दिलेलं आहे, राईट, 4.2 इयर. आपण परत ह्याचं काय कॅल्क्युलेट, हे आर, जसं आरची व्हॅल्यू 4% दिल्यानंतर आपण फॉर्म्युल्यात पुट केलेलं आहे, तसंच 4.2च्या बाबतीत करायचं आहे काय? नाही. का? तर ते कसं कॅल्क्युलेट केलेलं आहे? इयर वाईज. त्याच्यामुळं परत जर आपण ह्या फॉर्म्युल्याने सॉल्व करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला तर तीच व्हॅल्यू येते. म्हणून सॉल्व करण्याच्या ऐवजी डायरेक्ट तुम्ही कंपॅरिझन करू शकता. म्हणून द इफेक्टिव्ह रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, द इफेक्टिव्ह rate of interest being less than the simple interest, being less than the simple interest, that is 4.03 less than 4.2, right? Therefore simple interest 4.2% per year is the better investment. Therefore simple interest 4.2% per year is the better investment. Right. This is your third problem. Now, come to the next fourth problem. Again, पहिला आणि दुसरा जो प्रॉब्लेम होते ते फक्त इफेक्टिव्ह रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कॅल्क्युलेट करण्यात आले आणि थर्ड प्रॉब्लेम जो होता तो दोन रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दिलेले आहेत, एक कंपाऊंड इंटरेस्ट आणि दुसरा सिंपल इंटरेस्ट. तर कोणत्या पद्धतीने रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट अलॉट केल्याच्या नंतर कोणती इन्व्हेस्टमेंट चांगली असेल ह्या बाबतीत थर्ड प्रॉब्लेम होता. नाव कम टू द फोर्थ प्रॉब्लेम. डॉक्टर मनमथ लोहगावकर want to invest rupees how many 5,000 for 4 years. Right. He may invest the amount he may invest the amount at 10% per annum है. compound interest accruing means what? Jama. Accruing at the end of each month quarter, at the end of each quarter of the year or he may invest it at 10.5% per annum compound interest accruing at the end of first one is quarter, at the end of each year right. Which investment will give him better return? Which investment will give him better return? Right? Question mark. मागचा जो प्रॉब्लेम होता थर्ड हा जवळपास सारखा आहे, जवळपास म्हणतोय. सोल्युशन फर्स्ट we have given R, right, R is what? 4 year 10% per annum, right. N is four, right, because what is N? N is the number of conversions in a year, right. So N equal to 4, then I equal to R upon K into 100. So R is what? R is 10, K is 400, right. So this is 0.025 I. Then R is what? We have R equal to 100 into IE. I equal to, now I equal to 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1. 1 plus I is what? 0.025 raised to power 4 minus 1. Now I equal to 1.025 raised to power 4 minus 1. So 1.025 raised to power 4 is nothing but the 1.1038 minus 1. If we take the subtraction between them, then 0.1038 IE. Now from 1, R equal to 100 into 0.1038, that is 10.38%. Right. This is your effective rate of interest. When interest, now second is similar, जसं फर्स्ट कॅल्क्युलेट केलेलं आहे त्याच पद्धतीने सेकंड कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकता, पण तुमचा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट काय दिलेला आहे? पर ॲनम दिलेला आहे. कंपाऊंड इंटरेस्ट अॅक्युरिंग ॲट द एंड ऑफ ईच क्वार्टर. ह्या कंपाऊंड इंटरेस्ट कसा कॅल्क्युलेट केलेला होता? क्वार्टरली. म्हणून आपण पहिल्याचा इफेक्टिव्ह रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कॅल्क्युलेट केलेला आहे. आता सेकंड म्हणजे याच्यात दोन पार्ट आहेत. फर्स्टमध्ये आपण सॉल्व केलेलं आहे. सेकंड पार्ट जर तुम्ही कन्सिडर केलं तर तीच अमाऊंट किंवा तीच प्रिन्सिपल 10.5%ने दिल्याच्या नंतर रेट तुमचा याचा कंपाऊंड इंटरेस्ट कसा आहे? ॲक्युरिंग ॲट द एंड ऑफ ईच इयर वाईज दिलेला आहे. म्हणून कोणत्याही नॉमिनल रेट आणि इफेक्टिव्ह रेट, जर तुमचा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट जर ॲन्युअल असेल कंपाऊंड, तर इफेक्टिव्ह रेट कॅल्क्युलेट करण्याची आवश्यकता नाही, कारण दोन्हीही सारखेच असतात. कधी? जर कंपाऊंड इंटरेस्ट इज कॅल्क्युलेटेड ॲन्युअली, त्यावेळेस नॉमिनल रेट आणि इफेक्टिव्ह रेट हा सेम असतो. म्हणून Therefore, RE for second, RE for first 10.38%. हा सेकंड काय येईल? सेम 10.59%. आता दोन्हीमध्ये कोणता मोठा आहे? इन द सेकंड केस, राईट, इफेक्टिव्ह रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज 10.5%. राईट, therefore 10.5 is greater than 10.38. Right. Therefore, second investment will give better return. Right. Therefore, second investment will give better return. Right. Thank you. We will stop here.